Good morning. It's a terrific Tuesday.
Sure is a terrific Tuesday.
It's a terrific Tuesday.
Terrific Tuesday.
Terrific Tuesday.
It's a terrific Tuesday.
I want you to say it with vim, like you believe it.
It's a terrific Tuesday, guys. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to our show. This is the AM Club. It's Tuesday the 21st? 21st
of June. 22nd.
It's 22nd. Hey, my goodness, wow.
I'm lying.
Wait, why are you confusing me?
I'm lying to you.
What is
it's
today?
The 21st.
It's the 21st of June, 2022. Welcome to our studios here at the Silicon Square in East Legon. This is MX24 TV.
Yes, indeed. Like you said, my name is Ms. Drew. I am your hostess with the mostest, and you really are watching the AM Club. Right now on this show, what you need to do is stay glued to your seats. Tell your friends, your family members, everybody that we are actually live because we have got a jam-packed show in store for you.
Absolutely.
Hey, okay, the Vim is coming.
Wait, you're a Friday born, yeah?
I am.
Yeah, you're a Friday born. I just want to remember that.
Why, you thought I was excited because today's my day?
Forgotten. No.
How can you forget? Friday is my day.
Said it, Friday,
but today is Tuesday. I'm excited because we talk about travel.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm really excited.
And I'm a Tuesday born.
So today is your day.
You know that I was a Tuesday born.
But for a Tuesday born.
I know you're a Friday born.
Oh, now I know you're a Tuesday born. There you go. There you go.
Anyways, guys, let's tell you how the show is going to go. Let's tell you all the things that have been happening in the world in the last 24 hours on our first segment, Coffee Daily.
And then, of course, we're going to move on to Lifestyle Daily, where today is actually, did you know, is World Music Day.
World Music Day is today.
World Music Day, so we're going to be talking about music from all around the world. What's your favorite genre?
I have a lot. I don't know what to say. I have like
you have to pick
R&B,
one.
I like soul, I like hip hop, I like gospel.
I like jazz, I like gospel, and occasionally I listen to some classical. Yeah. You wouldn't even think that I would listen to classical.
Like the Andrea Bocelli kind of.
You know, the cellos, the saxophones.
Yeah.
And also, of course, listen, there's no Drew without no Afrobeats. I'm
I was just going to ask you about Afrobeats. Anyways, and you also know that it's World
Yoga.
Yoga Day.
Yoga Day. Well, I don't really practice yoga. I'm more of a Pilates chick.
Okay.
It's the same, but different.
I see. Anyways, and then, of course, after Lifestyle Daily, we have Travel Tuesday. And we're discussing how to create engaging travel content. And who best take you through that than our very own Ms. Drew?
We have a very special guest who's going to be joining us with some crazy content that he's been making in Africa. And then we're going to move on to, because it's Music Day, do some one-legged, one-legged. Hey,
so this guy has been trending, especially on Instagram and TikTok. Jehovah will be joining us all the way from the United States.
Come on.
Telling us, you know, about the one-legged dance.
Yes.
How it came about, how he feels about how everyone is dancing to it and all that. So we'll talk about
and hopefully he's going to teach us. So you need to start stretching, Godwin,
please. I've been doing one-legged since. Welcome.
Ooh.
You're new to this.
Ooh.
I have like 3 videos online.
Today you'll do your best one because I'm there.
Yes, please. No
yes,
problem.
guys. Well, as you already know, this is a third, I'm a third, and you are the final third that completes the show. So without you, our show is not complete. So we encourage you guys to get interactive on all of our social media platforms. That's Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Leave a comment, but most importantly, WhatsApp. Send in your messages. Are you enjoying the show? Do you have any questions from some of the segments that we might have going up? The number is 055 033 1511. And so we need you to send in your messages, your voice notes, your everything, and get interactive with the show.
What is that thing that motivates you, inspires you every single day? It could be a music video, it could be music, it could be World Music Day. It could be poetry, it could be a quote, it could be anything. Could you send it to us, please, on the same number Ms. Drew shared with you, 055 033 1511, because that segment we call it My Daily Dose of Vim,
yes.
or Your Daily Dose of Vim. So hashtag My Daily Dose of Vim. Send it to us right away, and we will read it out here or play it.
Yes, indeed. And then on that note, whilst you are sending in your messages with speed, we have a lovely song from Emmanuel, all the way from La Paz, who wants us to play the famous song that is trending right now.
Buga.
I know, Adulthood Anthem. Guys, let's sing along to this one.
I don't know.
Nobody go ask if you don't chop. Nobody go send you free money. If you not get now, you sabi. Adulthood na scam.
landlord don't call me. My body don't ring my phone. Say with that thing where you promise me. I know say you no go believe. Them no tell me say that's so it dey be. I beg you take me back to days when it be saying not just to play and jump. If you no get now, you sabi. You know feel easy your body, yo. But if not them need you, they go come to you, come they give you different. This is super story, yo. Though the story touch me, yo. But I know if send you money, yo. If I say make a calculate, but in they spend from Monday to Sunday. They make me reminisce on those days. We pocket money, go yapa for my pillowcase. Now I got send the money, lol. Everything where I want, I must pay. More bail. I feel to give anything to become a child. Become a child, yeah, yeah. I want to become a child, yeah, yeah. I want to play inside the rain, oh, cause I don't with NASCAR.
Good morning. Yes, indeed, you are still tuned into the AM Club on MX24. This is where we give you the best fun, factual, fearless content that you've ever seen on your screens in the whole of Ghana. Now, if you are just tuning in, this is our segment where we call Daily Dose of Vim, where you give us your verse, quote, Bible verse, whatever it is, whatever that thing is that is motivating you and giving you that extra kick to start your day. So, starting off with all the messages that have been coming in bright and early. I love it. We have my Daily Dose of Vim for today is, in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next thing is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. So that's from Oleme from Congo Zongo. Thank you for that one. We have top of the morning to you guys. My daily dose of Vim today is learn, love, live. Do what makes you happy. Surround yourself with people who love you and see the best in you. Of course, it's from Matadi, babe. Nah, Afi. Thank you so much, girl. That one's a real one. Another one. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Dirty water doesn't stop plants from growing. So don't let negative words stop your progress. Eesh. Good morning and stay blessed. That one is from Barakum, Bright from Barakum. Thank you so much for that one. We have a cultured. He says, good morning, MX24. My motivational quote for today is, to know what people really think, pay attention to what they do rather than what they say. Actions speak louder than words. Good morning. No matter what, just believe. That's EKQ Prime. He says that one. He sends that one. Hello, good morning. My name is Shatter Spirit from East Ridge. And he said, God bless you both for your souls. Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Drew. My daily dose of Vim is success is the problem, but failure is the formula. Ooh. You can't solve the problem without knowing the formula. That's from Richmond inside Somania. Hello, this is from Precious. Mine is live your life as someone who you respect a lot is watching. Live your life as if someone you respect a lot is watching. In that way, you will always work towards perfection. I like that. Well, somebody is always watching, and that's God. God is always watching what you are doing. So you need to act accordingly. This is Jacob Kofi. He says, I love your show and continue giving us big shows. We have good morning. My daily dose of Vim is do your best and leave the rest to God. I'm telling you, you cannot do everything. You can't put all the pressure on yourself. And so make sure you leave the rest to God. That's his daily dose of Vim. I've got one more. Okay, this isn't. There's a lady always on the AIM Club between the hours of 9 and 11. What's her name? Someone in Nigeria is asking. I don't know who that is. It's either Ms. Drew or it's either Dinah, our Afro girl. Okay, he says, good morning, guys. You guys are looking absolutely smashing. Yeah, that's it for the quotes today. I mean, the phone is still buzzing, or the tablet is still buzzing, but we're going to end it right here. And we're going to move on to talking to you guys about the problem that we speak to you guys about every single day, the issue of human trafficking and how real it is. And we're always asking you to really just picture it just being your child or your sister that's been sent to work for 8 hours in the Volta Lake. And then you actually picture maybe yourself, actually, you or your sister or your mom or anybody that has actually been deceived to pay money to travel to any Gulf countries for work. And then your passport has been taken away, and instead you are made to work for over 15 hours a day, where you are sexually and physically abused daily, and you have nowhere to run to. Now, unfortunately, this is the devastating reality that is happening in and across our borders. And as a country, we have the institutions to build about 10 shelters for male and female. I believe that if we come together as a country, we can do much more so we can stop this. So we're urgently inviting you guys to invest in building these shelters so we can do it within the next 2 years. Let's be each other's keeper, okay? And report anything that you hear, any case of human trafficking. Remember, if you hear it or you see it, say something. See something, say something. You are your brother's or sister's keeper. And so together, we can end this nasty human trafficking problem that we have in our borders, and we shall not stop until we are all free. Now, guys, it's time for us to move on swiftly to our next segment, which is Coffee Daily. We're about to give you all of the news that has been happening or trending within the last 24 hours. And of course, Godwin has got our first story.
Thank you very much, Ms. Drew. Let's go straight into it. The Inspector General of Police, IGP, Dr. George Ikufu-Dampare, has interdicted 4 more officers for their role in the disturbances at Islamic Senior High School on Monday, June 13. These officers are part of the team that were said to have video recorded the clash. They consist of a chief inspector, an inspector, and 2 corporals. The officers were captured on a viral tape passing anti-Muslim comment while running commentary on the recent Islamic Senior High School incident. The officers in the tape were calling Muslim troublemakers, but some leaders in Zongo communities in the Ashanti region have taken strong exceptions on the comment. Announcing the news, the IGP said the police administration will ensure that professionalism is upheld by the service.
Moving on to our next story, a 23-year-old Uber driver who stole a passenger's bag containing both local and foreign currencies and other personal belongings has been sentenced to 3 years imprisonment by the Adenton Circuit Court. Now, on the 31st of January this year, the complainant engaged the services of the accused to drive him to the Kotoka International Airport. Upon their arrival, the accused took the complainant's bag containing various items and sped off. Now, Emmanuel Safo is said to have stolen his client's bag containing iPhone 11, cash of €5,000, $5,000 and 7,000 Ghana cedis, a bank checkbook, a bunch of keys, Netherlands plane ticket, 3 foreign and local ATM bank cards, amongst others, on January the 31st this year. Now, the court, presided over by Mrs. Sedenham Awu, convicted the accused on his guilty plea and sentenced Safo accordingly. And I think he deserves that.
There you go.
Something is being done. Like, hey, you're dropping somebody off at the airport. Why would you take their plane ticket? Wow. Times were not that hard in January 31st, please.
Really?
It couldn't have been.
Times have been hard since, but it doesn't matter. No matter what's happening, you don't take
You
what
do
doesn't
not
belong
steal.
to you.
And you don't even know.
You're
If you had
driving.
given it back, he could have actually given you that extra 7,000 cedis just to say thank you. But now you are in prison, and I'm sure it actually serves you right.
Deserve what you got.
There you go. Moving on to some international news. The NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg is estimating that the Ukraine war could actually last for years. Now, Stoltenberg said no one knew how long the conflict would last for, but we need to prepare for the fact that it could take years. He also reiterated the Western governments must continue to support Ukraine, even if the costs are high, to deter future aggression by Russian President Vladimir Putin. Now, the NATO Secretary General said sending more weapons would make victory for Ukraine more likely.
Meaning we should continue the fight. Okay.
And the more they
We
continue...
should send more weapons to Ukraine so that the fight continues. I really don't believe in this.
I don't understand
I don't think so. I get that Ukraine needs support to fight Russia, but I don't think the conversation should be we should send more weapons to Ukraine so that Ukraine will win the fight. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
If Russia decides to use nuclear, then we're done. Then that's it.
Finished. And
Anywho.
yes, that would affect our petrol even more.
Sports now. Now, former Cameroon forward Samuel Eto'o has pleaded guilty to a £3.2 million tax fraud relating to his image rights while playing for Barcelona. The four-time African Footballer of the Year was given a 22-month suspended prison sentence when he appeared in a court in Spain yesterday. He must repay the money he owes, along with a fine of £1.55 million after failing to declare income from the transfer of image rights between 2006 and 2009. Eto'o becomes the latest in a long list of foreign players and managers to have been prosecuted for tax fraud in Spain in recent years. This includes Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Jose Mourinho, and Neymar. Moving on, Ryan Giggs has resigned as Wales manager with immediate effect. The former Manchester United winger stepped away from his role in November 2020 after being arrested. Giggs was later charged with using controlling behavior and assaulting his ex-girlfriend, charges he has denied. Robert Page took over as interim Wales boss in the 48-year-old's absence, leading them to a first World Cup finals since 1958. As for sports, what's happening in the world of tech?
Right. Now, also tech news, Telegram Premium subscription is now available, and it actually costs $4.99, which is equivalent of 40 Ghana cedis a month. Now, this premium subscription adds features that allows users to upload a file of maximum 4 gigabytes and also faster downloads. Now, subscribers will be able to join 1,000 channels, build 20 chat folders with 200 chats each, save up to 10 stickers, pin up to 10 chats, and add 4 accounts to Telegram rather than 3. Also, premium users will now have longer bios with links. And again, we have another app that is, I guess, upgrading. It's good to keep upgrading, I guess, but I don't even know how to use Telegram.
I like Telegram is for a selected group of people. You know, you don't randomly go into Telegram. You don't randomly go on Telegram to go and, chat. So I feel like it's for a selected group of people. There are a lot of things that go on Telegram.
Wow.
Do you use Telegram?
No.
Lots of things. Download movies, like you can download huge files. Music, movies, chat, groups, like it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a new world. I don't know if I'm ready to tap into that. I need to established the 4 basics that I'm already...
YouTube is for you. It's okay.
You
Let's
see,
stick to YouTubers now.
Yeah, thank you. YouTube and Instagram.
Instagram, actually.
YouTube and Instagram. Those
Yeah.
are my main.
Telegram.
Okay, so now, guys, just do remember that in support of human trafficking, we are encouraging you guys to please, if you see something, say something. And so you can help end this human trafficking campaign with we are urging you to report any suspected cases with the number. It's free, 0800 800 800 or 0800 900 900. Right now, we're about to move quickly into entertainment news with myself, so don't go anywhere. Yes, guys, it is your girl, Ms. Drew, your hostess for the mostest, and it is time for MX Breaks, where we bring to you entertainment news from Ghana and beyond. We're going to fill you in with what is happening in the world of showbiz. So, firstly, I should be like, Godwin, do you not like my outfit? Only when Afro Girl stands here, then you compliment her.
Oh, I complimented your outfit.
You did, but not on camera.
Oh, not on camera. I'm sorry. Miss Drew, you look lovely.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys, so let's jump right into it. We are talking about a lady who was alleged assaulted alongside her husband and his friends by Burna Boy's associates that has finally broken her silence. The lady, simply identified as Briella Nem, took to her Instagram stories yesterday, where she gave a breakdown of how and what transpired at the nightclub on the fateful evening. According to Briella, they were visiting Nigeria from the United States of America and the United Kingdom for their friend's wedding. They visited a Cubana nightclub to celebrate the couple in the company of about 20 friends when the ugly incident occurred. Briella narrated how she was accosted 3 times by Burna Boy's men requesting her to meet him. She said this led to a fight between her friends and Burna Boy's team. However, it was briefly resolved by the security personnel at the club. Things took a different turn when Burna Boy's friends started a fight again and started shooting. She alleged that Burna Boy gave the green light to his security to start shooting at them in the club while he laughed about it. Her partner and friend were shot in the head and leg, respectively. The young lady said it took the owner of the nightclub, Obi Cubana, 4 days to reach out to them after the shooting. Briella said that she has been traumatized since this ugly incident. And this is actually a huge allegation, so I do not know how...
I don't know if Burna Boy's team has responded
Yes.
well, but it didn't happen in the club. I mean, we've had eyewitnesses accounts the same as the lady. If it is true, then Burna Boy should be ashamed of himself, should be really ashamed of himself because he's such a huge influence. If it is true, right now we treat it as allegations, but if it is true,
Wow.
then it's a big shame on him because you can't be such a big name, a big influence from Africa, in Africa, and do something like this, especially in Nigeria,
In your own
where
country.
you're calling for, you know, police brutality to, you know, Charlie.
Terrible. Absolutely.
Anyways, but apparently it's a Nigeria, quote and unquote, please, and I speak very carefully. I understand, like, for some Nigerians who have money, usually happens like that. You can take your girl to the club and, Charlie, they can tell
Anybody
you
can just
yeah,
say,
go and
come
bring
bring
that
her
girl
to
to
me.
you don't have money, you have money.
But
You don't have
excuse
money.
me,
Let's bring your girl.
but even as a human, that's like, as a female, how can you just summon me and think that I'm just gonna come because you've called me? Just because you have money and you are ugly, I should come to you?
What?
Like how?
What if the person is not ugly?
Well, even if you are not ugly and you're handsome, if you're not my taste, just because you have money, it doesn't mean I don't have a say.
But he has to call you before you know whether or not you want to go or not.
It doesn't even matter. Just because you've done, hey, come over here. Or you've called your friends to come and call me. Yes, you've called your friends to come and call me that I must come. You come yourself and tell me that you want to speak to me. Hey, I'm a very difficult person in a club. If you try and call me, send an intermediate person, I won't come. I will never even, please, sitting from your car. It's happened to me before. The person was sitting in their car and they're doing, I was just like, clearly not talking to me. So yes, ladies, stand your ground. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. And this issue, I hope it becomes resolved and Burna Boy definitely must come and speak out.
Beautiful lady though.
Yes, indeed. Moving on, we are talking about Mr. Easy, who has initiated a scholarship scheme to support needy undergraduate students to the CK Tednam University of Technology and Applied Science in Navrango. Now, the scholarship scheme, which started with an initial seed money of 200,000, is expected to cover the full fees of 100 students at CKT UTAS every year. Now, the gesture comes in the wake of a recent difficulties encountered by many students in the payment of their fees and thereby disrupting their education. Priority will be given to needy females, needy orphans, displaced persons who are like certified refugees, internally displaced persons as well, and people with disabilities. So Mr. Easy continues to wave the flag.
Charlie.
And I love the fact
it's amazing what he does for Ghana, you know.
I was just about to say.
You know, I mean, he's lived in Ghana most of his life. Yeah. So he identifies partly as Ghanaian. You know, some Nigerians would just say, I'm Nigerian and that's it. But he's really doing well for Ghana and I'm so proud of him. He's a different kind of artist. Easy is the way he thinks, though.
It's different. I really love it. And he's been consistent with it. It hasn't
Very.
been, you know, just once and then it changed. Like every year you find out Mr. Easy's doing something different to give back. And I really do appreciate that. And again, you know, congratulations to him. He's all engaged and he's happily in love. So maybe the extra love has given him the vim to, let me give, and it will come back to you.
You love love, eh?
I love love.
I don't know why I said that.
Oh, God. Moving on, guys, we are talking about the Billboard official music charts of the United States that has announced Wizkid's Essence as the longest charting African song. Now, Wizkid's fourth studio album, Made in Lagos, was also confirmed as the longest charting African album. And together, they combined to make Wizkid the longest charting African artist. Essence, which features the songstress Tems, has enjoyed an impressive level of success in the United States, reaching the Billboard Top 10 and earning a platinum plaque in the process. Hey.
Is that what they say?
No, but Wizkid, I mean, to be honest, he is more than international, he's global. If you go to any country and you say Afrobeats, probably Wizkid is probably going to come up as the first.
The top,
if not
Afrobeat
the top
artist.
3, he is going to be the first. So,
Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, eh?
That's it.
But Wizkid, yeah.
Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, yeah. And wow, they're all Nigerian, but still, they're doing well for Africa.
Yeah, man.
Africa.
Are you? Nice one.
Now we are talking about the long-time on and off couple, Big Sean and Jhené Aiko.
Woo!
And they are reportedly expecting their first child together, according to multiple sources. Now, over the weekend, a Twitter user posted that they saw Jhené Aiko and Big Sean at Whole Foods and she was very pregnant. The claim seems to be backed up by Aiko's Instagram post, which features the artist in baggy clothing, possibly hiding her pregnancy. Now, sources to the two have also confirmed the rumors. And if it is true, congratulations to them. Babies are already a blessing.
They make such a beautiful couple.
Yes, they are.
I never knew they were dating.
What?
Jhené and Big Sean.
Yo,
I love Big Sean. I love Jhené individually. Like I like them separately.
I love them.
I love their works. I didn't know they were dating.
Oh, but God,
Why do I feel like
sometimes
Big Sean
you just
is...
embarrass me, you know?
No, please, I'm not a showbiz. I'm not a, you know, I don't follow these things. But it's nice to see, honestly.
Yeah, don't they look
Why do
beautiful?
I feel like Big Sean is the right guy for... I don't know why.
A lot of
it.
her songs are about him and how he's making her feel.
Wow.
On and off. Yeah, he's
So
the
all the
inspiration.
nice music I listen from Janae is influenced by Big
The
Sean.
majority of them.
You're kidding me.
Nah, I'm not even joking.
That is love.
Yes,
That's
I
nice.
love Janae. Like, she's like, if you want to know a different side of Drew, then come to my house when my candles are on. Janae Aiko is playing. Like,
What's your pastor's name again? Prophet. Prophet, you've seen your daughter. She's lighting candles and singing Janae Aiko. Okay.
well, guys, that is it for MX Breaks for today. We have given you all of that information. Make sure if you want to find out more, then make sure you tune in today at 3 p.m. for MX Live, where they give you details, a whole fan-packed show on more entertainment and showbiz news in Ghana and around the world.
Beautiful. It's now time for Lifestyle Daily, and we are celebrating and discussing World Music Day. Did you know today is World Music Day? On that note, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to ask you guys to tell us what you're listening to right now. What's the last song you listened to? Send it to our WhatsApp number, 055-033-1511. What's that last song you listened to? Mine was a gospel music this morning when I was coming. So yes, join us on Lifestyle Daily. We are discussing World Music Day. In the meantime, here is Ghana's very own Stone Boy with Sobolo.
Stone Boy, I want God. Be bad. Sobolo.
Soba,
Ba ba ba. Sobolo.
soba,
Sobolo.
soba,
Soba ba ba ba. Sobolo.
soba.
Ade. Kampedim, bomborobo. Sededim, simborobo. Bimpedim, borokoto. Se me cut down, I'm a responsibility. See me now, so. Maswa obido bana kumande ni kresi mi triso. Mi mo biara mbetiti yentemu de mi denye mi ni so no yewe oh I never them me jealous me yeah. Cause she love me alone and you know I know too I see yeah. Me so me pe usara only you I dey see yeah. Me no see no other girl all them one way I rushing on me yeah. Ba 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 bam bam bang bang. Also brush up on some many.
Into the eye.
Also brush up on some many. Also brush up on some many. You and your she me oh mama. Say me who and your she me oh mama. Say me who and your she cry cry. Say me who and your she yeah. Kampedim, bomborobo, pedim, simborobo, pedim, borokotum. Oh, I wanna make you know, say you be special or that you know be wholesale. My love for you, when they make me wanna take you to the promised land like Moses. They say who say, they never know say. I never listen to no hearsay. They say who say, they never know say. Forever together we'll stay. Oh, tell them say you and me will leave on. See my shoulder, girl, come lean on. Girl, my loving knows no season, it is unconditional. Yeah. So if I never met you, what would I say? And some broche from Sabe many.
Into the eye.
Also broche from Sabe many. Also broche from Sabe many. Send me who and yes she is. Send me who and yes she cry. Send me who and yes she. Send me who and yes she cry. Me wo. Adai. Pampedim, bomborobo, sporobodom, simborobo, spepedim, borokotom. Sweet highlight music from the coast of Ghana, the red, gold, green, and the black stars. the originator, the origination, the foundation of the Afrobeat music we have today. This one is taken from the archives, the classical archives of the great one, the legendary one, Dr. Pablo. Tell them, say you and me will live on. See my shoulder, girl, come lean on. Girl, my love in those new season, it is unconditional. So if I never met you, what would I say? I saw Roger from Zambia, and me.
Into the eye.
I saw Roger one son, no. I saw Roger, we you know, go back, you know. Cristiano Power, you and your tree. Tell me who and your tree, mama. Send me who and your tree, send me pipe and your tree. Send me program and tree. Me wo. Somebody, Simbodo, very good. Simbodo.
And welcome back to the AM Club right here on MS24 TV, home of fun, fearless, and factual content. We're having so much fun already. And it's now time to jump into Lifestyle Daily, where we are going to discuss World Music Day. Such a beautiful day, I must say. But before we do that, I quickly want to ask you what your level in the French language is. And let me remind you that your ability to communicate in the French language gives you an upper hand in your career development, your education, and travel experience. So come to Alliance Française. Now, at Alliance, we will help you develop an all-round skill set that is reading, speaking, and writing in a multicultural and multinational environment. And here are some of the things we also have for you. We have experienced professional teachers. We have flexible time schedules. We have in-person, online, and hybrid classes. We also do have French for teenagers and children above the age of 3 years. So enroll now. It's very easy. Call the following number. It's 050-128-7814. 050-128-7814, or WhatsApp us on 050-128-7818, or you might as well just visit www.afaccra.org. Guys, French up your life now. It's now time to talk about World Music Day that is celebrated every year on the 21st of June, and I'm super excited to introduce our guests this morning, all via Zoom. These are legends in the industry. I have board chairman of the Ghana Music Rights Organization, that's GAMRO, the legendary Rex Omar, joining us via Zoom. I also have Bessa Simons, who's president of the Musician Union of Ghana, that's Musica. And then my own professor, Professor John Collins in the University of Ghana. He's a musicologist and music theorist. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
And I'm not sure if the greeting should be Happy World Music Day.
Happy Music Day.
Or Happy Music Day.
Happy World. Happy Music Day.
Happy Music Day it is.
World Music Day.
World Music Day. Okay. So, of course, you're all legends when it comes to this music industry. Bessa Simons, Rex Omar, Professor Collins, you've been doing this for some years now. Quickly, I'm going to ask you, gentlemen, what a day like this means to you. Let me start off with Rex Omar.
Thank you very much. A day like this actually reminds we as musicians to revisit our roots, our traditional music, and then how we can enhance it in the globalized world, and also make business out of it. Apart from the artistic aspect of it, we have to think of areas where we can enhance it and then put the right structures in place so that it can become career opportunities for the up and coming, and then also to add to our visibility as a country, and also to contribute to our cultural and then tourism potentials.
Beautiful. Bessa. Oh, Bessa, if you could unmute your microphone for us, we'll be very grateful. Bessa? Okay, Prof. Professor Collins.
Yes.
Yes, Prof. Quickly, let me ask you, how significant is a day like this to musicians?
Okay, I mean, Rex has said a lot, and I don't really have much to add, except maybe music has one other very important aspect. I'm saying this as a teacher, is to do with education. Any country that takes music out of their education system or demotes it, as has happened in Ghana in the 80s and 90s, is in trouble. It happened in America in the 1980s, 70s with Ronald Reagan. He demoted the arts and music in their education system. And scientists later on discovered it's affected the average IQ of an American.
Wow.
Because music is an intellectual toner. Einstein, so many of the great scientists were musicians. So it actually improves the intellect, but under the modern capitalist system, the neoliberal system, music is put on a back burner, particularly in Ghana, because it doesn't seem to generate very much money, although it could. But it has this secondary effect on the average intelligence of people. The reason why Ghanaians are intelligent people is they were brought up in a musical culture for thousands of years. Now we're in a position where people look down upon music. They think being a musician is the worst thing your son or your daughter could ever be, and so on. And it has a disastrous effect on the intelligence of human beings. Because music is as old as language. It goes back 500,000 years.
Wow.
And it's not just language which distinguishes us from animals. It's the ability to make music. And the two go together. So it's great. So I'm just adding this to what Rex said.
Nice.
Hello, Rex. Hello, I'm waving to Rex because I haven't seen him.
Hello, Prof. Prof, you've said it all, and you wouldn't have said it better. I mean, from the days I've known you, your contribution to this music industry, especially the Ghanaian high life, I know that one day you'll be on it. I'm very grateful.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We look forward to that day.
Definitely. Now, Mr. Bessa, if you're able to speak, and we wanted to find out, how would you describe Ghana's music industry, and how do you say it has differed from how it is today to 10 years ago? Is he available? Okay, so if Mr. Rex, you'd be able to answer that question, how Ghana music has differed.
I think that culture is dynamic. So you can see that as when you heard Stonebwoy singing in High Life, and Stonebwoy was actually saying that the current Afrobeat that the generation is playing has its roots from High Life. And Prof will tell you that High Life gave different aspects. I mean, the Afrobeat that Fela Anikulapo was playing and all these things. As for Prop, he's documented everything. And I believe that as we go forward as a country, we shouldn't look down on music. And I will join Props that we advocate that music is brought back into schools so that it will let the up-and-coming musicians understand what they play or understand what they create. If you are creating and you know the theoretical aspect of what you're creating, it helps, So I believe that the music industry, we keep using the word music industry, but because of the globalization now, unlike previously where you have to sign a major deals with major record companies and stuff like that, these days you can sit in Ghana, do one song. Black Sherif is a typical example. Kiddy is a typical example. Recently I heard that Kiddy has gotten platinum in India, but Kiddy is a Ghanaian artist based in Ghana. So we have to enhance this ecosystem so as to be able to, as a small country, leverage on other bigger markets.
Okay, Rex, on the back of that, let me quickly ask you this. Now, I like that you mentioned Kiddy, I like that you mentioned Black Sherif, and we know that Afrobeat is one huge genre in Africa today. We were talking about how Davido, Wizkid, and Burna Boy are dominating the world of Afrobeats all over the world. Now, beyond the dynamic nature of culture and how it affects music and how it transforms it, what would you say are the strides we have made so far in the music industry?
You mean in Ghana?
Yes, in Ghana.
Yeah, in Ghana, in terms of creativity, I believe that the young people and the current generation are not doing bad at all. What we're lacking in Ghana is the requisite capital and the know-how. Because right now, unlike previously where people go to studio record and they go and cut CDs and cassettes, and now music has become very scientific in terms of music marketing and distribution. It is a structured business. So I pray that people, the private sector, will have the kind of understanding, and then so as to be able to drive private capital into the music industry. It's a product, so when the product is created, before it's created, you have to think of the targeted market and how you can structurally advertise or market the brand to give you the derivatives, and then how to break even the business. So what we need currently in terms of creativity, we are not 100%, but we are there. We are not doing bad at all. All our advocate is people should visit our roots. And then in terms of the business aspect, we need private capital to be able to structure it properly for it to become a fully fledged business.
So, Mr. X, you've also stated some of the, challenges that we're facing, but how would you say the private sector will be able to actually contribute to help make these changes so we can make our music spread across and go worldwide?
First and foremost, we need to educate the musicians. Because you see, a lot of the musicians do not understand that it is business.
Yeah.
It is show business. So most of them understand only the show and then forget about the business aspect of it. I will still use Black Sherif, a young artist, very dynamic artist, signs a contract, and then the contract is flouted, and then it goes and sign another contract and all that. These kinds of things, if I was an investor, the money that I would have used to sell, say, pure water, if I invest in an artist and the artist goes against the contract, what happens is it will discourage other investors that will come in. So we need to educate the up-and-coming musicians for them to understand that it is a business.
I like that.
So they have to, when they sign contracts, they have to adhere to the contracts, and then we have to also use the existing structures to encourage private business people to be able to invest in the music industry.
Also, Prof, I wanted to find out, what are your thoughts on the claims that our music currently is not as indigenous? Knowing that you've been working with music for a long time and the new music that is coming up today, what are your thoughts on the claims that music right now is not as indigenous as it used to be before?
Well, I think, yeah, that's a funny, it's a funny question. All music is indigenous, actually. I mean, to the people who play it. But music changes. When Rex and myself and Bessa were young, the music was different from the music as it is today. So the older generation will often say that the music is changing, it's not as authentic or traditional, but it's because music changes. And we're in a very interesting situation at the moment in Ghana, which has implications for the business side, which is the popularity of African music, not just in Africa, but outside of Africa, which makes a second market. This started about 30 years ago with what we called world music, not World Music Day, but world music. And a lot of African artists started to become popular. I'll just tell you one thing. When I was young, playing in bands in Ghana in the 70s and so on, I used to sometimes go back to England because that's where I originally came from. And nobody was interested in African music. Nobody. Unless you were sort of a specialist. There were no shops on selling African music, nothing. It all changed in the 80s with the world music. Now we have the Afrobeats phenomenon, which is even bigger because the world has gone crazy over rhythms, dance rhythms, and Africa is the center of rhythms. I made a guesstimate, actually, if you want to know. of how many different rhythms there are in Black Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa. And based on the fact that we have about 400 or 500, at least 400 or 500 rhythms in traditional music in Ghana,
Wow.
then you can multiply it up to the whole of Africa. You're talking about 15,000 different distinct rhythms. So if anybody wants to get into rhythms and dance rhythms, Africa is the mother of this. It's the source of it. But the thing is that it doesn't mean that people should just come and take the rhythms and develop them. They should be developed in Africa itself. So I tell my students now that compared to when I was young, they're in a fantastic situation. You have a market in Africa, obviously. Then you have a market abroad. You have two markets. And you have different types of markets abroad. You have the world music for the more traditional style of music, and you have the Afrobeats for the electronic dance music. So it's a very interesting position that we're in. And Afrobeats, even though I personally, I'm not very fond of Afrobeats, I come from another generation. Nevertheless, and I met Burna Boy and all these guys at one point, some of them anyway, at one point or another, partly because of the connection with Fela Kuti. You know, Burna Boy has a connection with Fela Kuti. In fact, I know Burna Boy through his grandfather, who was Fela Kuti's manager. Yes, that's how old I am. I know these guys through their grandfathers, not through their fathers. But nevertheless, it's a very interesting situation we're in. Now, as a student, let's say, coming to the University of Lebanon or studying music, it was a peripheral subject. It was, you know, like I was saying earlier, music is sort of at the bottom of the heap in terms of parents wanting their children to become a musician or a doctor or a lawyer. But we're in a very different situation. And as Rex has said, new technologies have democratized music making. You don't have to go to a recording studio. You can just go do everything in your own house.
Yes,
you can do a one-man thousand, actually.
Speaking of which,
anyway,
sorry to catch you, Prof. So sorry to catch you. Speaking of which, I like what you said about how music has advanced, and now you can even sit in your own home and make your music. I quickly want to ask you, do you think that these new crop of artists are well educated enough in music to create the kind of sound that would last? I've heard people say time and time again that, oh, today's generation, the music they do, they just do the and shout and just jump and that's it. They don't do lasting music. They don't do timeless music. And just like the movie industry and other industries where people can just get up and say, oh, I have the talent so I can act. So people just come into music and just do music. Do you think that we have enough educated people in the industry to create timeless music?
I'll answer you in two ways. First of all, whatever the youth are today, it's not their fault. If they're not educated in music, it's our generation that didn't educate them because we took the music out of the education system. In the 80s, 90s, with the SSS or JSS reorganization, and Nkrumah, don't forget, had made music and dance integral to the education system for patriotic or nationalistic reasons. But of course, the byproduct is it makes people more intelligent. But I won't go into that here about music being an intellectual toner. We've known this for thousands of years, actually. Music was taught as part of a compulsory education system in medieval Europe. It was taught with astronomy and mathematics and music. It was taught together. But anyway, so the one thing is we can't blame the youth if we feel that they haven't been educated in music. But the other thing I'll make a point is that it's not only educated people who make great music. Look at the history of jazz. Look at the history of anything. Practically any popular, except for certain types of elite classical music. But even then, some of those guys were rascals. Mozart was a rascal. Wagner was arrested for being a terrorist. For fighting. Oh, yes. I mean, some of these guys were also pretty extraordinary people, but you don't have to be highly educated.
Yes, I love that.
Because our body is a musical instrument. Our voice is as old as language and music is as old as each other. Dancing, the body, your heartbeat, your breathing, your what we call the bipedal gait, which is the walk of a human being, creates a 2/4 or 2/2 pulse rhythm. It's called marching. It's the basis of dancing and so on. Amazing. So we are actually musical animals, if you want to put it that way. And all they have to do, so it's not a question of sending people to university, although I'm a university teacher and I teach music students, and it's good to refine your abilities. But it's not absolutely necessary.
Yes.
Timeless music. Look at Louis Armstrong. He was an orphan boy playing learned the trumpet from somebody on the streets in New Orleans. His music is forever. Nat King Cole, or Ella Fitzgerald.
There's a lot.
Education is good, but we are human musical animals.
I like that. I like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mr. Bess has also joined us. And so I would like to ask you, what is your take on the new crop of artists that are coming up? We have Kiddy, we have Kwame Eugene, Adina, Kwesi After, even Black Sharif. Who would you say is your favorite of these new upcoming new age artists that are coming out?
Hello. Hi. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bessa.
And all the listeners. I think that the new crop of musicians are magicians. I don't know how they do it. The problem is that they are very few, but we need more musicians on board. What is happening is, I think few of them have managed to know the the modern trends, and they are using it very well. But a lot of them don't know about the modern trends and still applying the old system, which is not working for them. So we have only few musicians enjoying what is happening now. Now, we made easier, like Prof said, you can do this in your bedroom, you can do it anywhere. But I think, like Kiddies and Kwame Eugene's being producers themselves, being able to program, to write their music on computer and things, I think they are doing very, very, very well. And I want others to follow suit. Yeah. But even if they do, it is there. There are a lot of producers, a lot of beat makers, a lot of audio engineers who are doing well in Ghana, who can go to. And I also think with a little knowledge in music helps. I worked with CK Man for a long time. He's not educated, but he knew his keys, he knew little things, where all the melodies are picked from. So every chord he plays, he knows some few melodies he can play with, apart from what the talent gives you. Indeed. So I think that all help. The kids are doing very well, and they are struggling. We need to put things at the right space for them, so that they can put the right structures in place for them. So like if you get into music in Europe, the moment you get there, you start, the structures are there, you have to know, and then you just get in there and the system works for you. And that is what we need to work very hard and get. And one of them is digitization. We should all go fully digital. And once we get that space, everything will fall into place. And this is what I think we should start working, channel all our energies towards there to make sure that, at least by the end of this year, Ghana, the entertainment industry is fully digitized.
I like that. There's also this, it being World Music Day. What are your thoughts on the fact that at the moment in Ghana, Nigerian music seems to be dominating our airwaves, and the thought that we should have a legislation that mandates 70% of Ghanaian songs only to be played on our airwaves? What are your thoughts on that?
Yes, I think we should play more Ghanaian music than any foreign music. I think 5 years ago I was in South Africa, and I couldn't hear Ghanaian music for days until one day I heard them play music from Usia and Sarkodie. So I said, hey, what's happening here? They play more of their music. If it is jazz, more of their jazz. If it is Quetta, more of their styles, more of their genres being promoted in their countries. So I think that legislation is very important, and it's about time we do something about it and make sure that if we promote our own very well. And if I say our own, not only one-way musical.
Yes.
We have plenty different things. Even Bobo will have to be promoted, so that we get to know more of our own. And also if we to help the economy, because our Ghanaian musicians will be making more money through royalties, through streaming, through everything, because people will get to know their music, and then participate. Patronage will be more for them to earn. So yes, I think we can, if we don't start at all, 70-30 will work.
I like that. Mr. Rex, talking about royalties, there seems to be a lot of complaints from older artists like, you know, maybe Stephanie Benson and Carl Kessie, talking about royalties not being received and a lot of these complaints. What are your thoughts on this? Or is the royalty payment system, is it actually efficient to them, or they should really just go their own way? Mr. Rex.
Unmute your mic.
Yes, okay. It all comes back to the same education that we're talking about. You hear a lot of musicians go on television and radio and say, oh, I've not received royalties. But the question is, royalties don't fall from heavens. It is your responsibility as the owner of the song to kind of assign your right for Gamro. Because for example, you call Bessa Simons because that is how you know him as an artist. But in reality, if he registered with the CMO, his name will not be only Bessa Simons. There will be a full name. As you know, Bob Marley as Bob Marley, his full name is Robert Nesta Marley. So the collective management, they don't deal with the artist, they deal with the owners of the songs. So if you are Stephanie Benson, and I know you as an artist, you haven't registered, I don't have any information about you, Gamro may collect money for a song that is being done by Stephanie Benson, but the money will be stuck. Nobody will give it to you because you are not a member. Nobody knows anything about you. As I'm talking, there are so many Ghanaian artists, very big artists, whose monies are with Gamro. They can't come for it because they haven't assigned their right. And we keep trying to engage them, you know. So the whole situation is, it all comes back to education. The world is changing fast. And Ghanaians, we can't just sit and expect everything to happen to us.
Yeah.
You ask one question that, okay, why is it that the Nigerian music is like played in Ghana more than? The whole situation is, if you look at West Africa, Nigeria, the size of population is more than 7 times Ghana. They are getting to 200 million people. We are just about 30 million people. So
wow.
In terms of size of market, they have a bigger market. If you're a Nigerian artist and you make a hit in Nigeria, you are already sorted out. But in Ghana, we are 30 million, you know. So the whole situation is we have to understand our competitive advantages and use them, you know. So the whole situation is
in that case, Rex,
music.
In that case, Rex, shouldn't we be promoting more of Ghanaian music outside of Ghana as well as we do other foreign music in Ghana?
How do you promote Ghanaian music outside Ghana? Don't forget that the people who will be involved in the promotion, i.e. the DJs, be it on radio or on television or even in the club, there is business behind it. Why do you think Nigerian music is being played in Ghana? It's not happening automatically. The people behind the music labels or the people behind the artists, they come into this country, they go to our clubs, they give the DJs money to play their music, and the more music they play, the more the music becomes popular. How many Ghanaian artists have that kind of structured business behind their work? PD is happening, Kwame Eugene is happening because there's a structured business behind their work. Do you think that it is automatic for Kiddies music to get platinum in India? Somebody is working, you know. So we can do what we have to do. We can also blow in Nigeria or in South Africa, but there must be a structured business behind it. If you are selling a product and you don't have a marketing plan, you don't have a marketing budget, and you think that because you have a good product, it must sell automatically, it doesn't work that way. That is how music is too.
I agree.
And this structure you're talking about, is it going to be institutional, as in where it has to do with government, musical, and the rest, or it has to be more the artist and its management?
It should be record labels. That is why I use the word private investment.
Right.
So there must be a record label, well-resourced record label with the know-how. So a record label that have enough capital and the know-how so as to be able to market some of these artists. That is what I'm talking about.
Okay. Okay. Bessa, is Ghanaian music lucrative?
Yes, it does. But let me say this to add to what Rex said. You see, if every artist, every composer should join GAMRO, CMO collection management. It will help because as it is, we also need a lot of capacity building, orientation, some education to make people understand what this music business is all about. Because people come into it blindly, not knowing anything about it. They see Stonebwoy doing it, oh, I can do it too. They don't know there's a business side to it. I mean, for example, if we should all fight, we should fight to go fully digital. Because talking about royalties, if we go digital, it means end royalties will be properly distributed to the rightful owners. Creative works will be protected. Monitoring royalties in Ghana will not benefit creative arts alone, but even the government will know how much we contribute to the GDP of Ghana. And also, like with music and what we are doing, we're going fully digital, which means very soon everything will be done digitally. Even registering, you can register on your phone. And I know GAMRO have started also going digital. I know Copyright Office have started. And if we should all get into this digital space, then royalties will be different, everything will work properly. And also the young guys, like Rex said, should know that for you to get royalties from GAMRO or PRS or any CMO, you have to belong, you have to register.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like
have lost.
Bessa, not clear. But finally, gentlemen, before we let you...
You can't just sit, GAMRO will know that, hey, let's go and collect. No. Your royalties will be sent to them, they can't use it, but you have to. So I'm advising all the young musicians and also all the big artists who haven't done it. Please make sure you GAMRO Musica and also copyright your songs. You have to also copyright your song. GAMRO,
that's important.
Music, copyright. Don't wait till you need help. Then you go to them and say, hey, Musica, I'm a musician. While somebody has contributed to their welfare, you want them to give their welfare to you whilst you haven't done any contribution. Or you go somewhere, are you a musician? You say, yes. What shows you are a musician? Meanwhile, Kofi Kinata has gone there, he's shown them their musical card. I mean, this is my musical, this is my number, this is this. And then you go there and you don't have anything. So they send you to us. And now you are coming to start everything. Whilst, their probation periods to you will serve. So I'm advising everybody, we need all of you to make it stronger.
Gentlemen, thank you. Before I let you go, like I said, I guess you're saying that digitization is the way to go. I'm not even going to ask you how long you think this is going to happen for the industry to be fully digitized. But who is currently your favorite artist in Ghana, and what music would you say is your favorite as well? Bessa, you?
You mean me? That's me, yeah? My favorite musician in Ghana. I have lots of them. I mean, I like Kiddy.
Okay.
I like Sinaso. I like Adina. Kwame Eugene. Amarado.
Oh, wow. You do know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do know the artist. What about the music? What's your favorite Kiddy music?
Song,
I mean.
Touch It. Hey,
Bessa
wow.
says Touch It is his favorite Kiddy song. Professor Collins.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a difficult question. I mean, I very much like music of Manifest.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes. I mean, musicians are also meant to be controversial.
Indeed.
But if you don't mind me for being unpatriotic, my favorite band at the moment is actually a Nigerian group called the Cavemen.
Oh.
And they've taken the Igbo type of high life, as played by Stephen Osadebe back in the 60s and 70s, which itself borrowed heavily from Ghana. They've developed it as an electronic music now, and so you can compare them to some extent with the Kiddy and Kofi Kinata and the others, but I think they've taken it to a slightly higher level. They've taken the old guitar band music up to a higher level, And some of the Ghanaians should also be looking what the Nigerians are doing.
Interesting.
I like that.
Because my life came from Ghana in the first place.
Yes.
So why not, if somebody's developed it in a certain way, which is very attractive, and it's digital, electronic, but still recognizably high life, why not also borrow ideas from ECOWAS neighbors? So high life is ECOWAS music, if you think about it. It's not, you know, even the UNESCO is thinking about elevating the status of high life to an intangible cultural heritage. So it could be, I mean, the other point, if you don't mind me saying, something I've been saying for about 20 years, if we can export music from Ghana to Nigeria, South Africa, Europe, then why doesn't the government treat it as a non-traditional export? And put tax concessions, tax holidays on the music industry, and give the music industry in Ghana to jumpstart it so it can compete with other countries which are bigger.
Such a good
Nigeria.
call. Such a good call. Such a good call. Thank you, Professor John Collins. And of course, we can't go without asking Rex Omar who his favorite artist and favorite song is now.
Currently, my very favorite artist in Ghana is called Walasi.
Oh, nice.
I like it. Walasi Manifest Kiddy.
And then Walasi, and one of his songs that I really like is Komot.
Hey.
True.
You know, Walasi is my number one. And then Kofi Kinata is another brilliant musician with his lyrical dexterity. He's a serious guy.
Beautiful.
And then you go to the Kwame Eugene and the Kiddies and the Adinas, and I mean there are many. You see, we have a lot of some of these young artists doing so well. So somebody like Walasi, if there is a structured business behind Walasi, trust me, Walasi can take the global market.
Grammy straight.
But no matter how talented he is, no matter how serious his art is, if there's no structured finance and management and marketing strategy behind him, he will just remain Ghanaian artist.
Well said.
That is my frustration.
Well said.
Know? And there's a lot of them like that. And that's why I pray and hope that one of these days, very soon, we will have corporate Ghana understanding and private investors understanding. Myself, I'm working very so hard to have the requisite capital to set up an independent record label that
that would be amazing.
Rex,
amazing.
Congratulations, and we wish you all the best in advance.
Thank you so much,
gentlemen. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. Rex Omar, Bessie Simons, and Professor John Collins, thank you so much for your contribution to our conversation this morning. And wishing you guys the best. Happy Music Day indeed. It is.
World Music Day. And so on that note, we're going to actually leave with Bessa's favorite song by Kiddy, Touch It. We'll see you after this.
Sugar daddy. Yeah. Darling, yeah. Puff, pass, my Mary Jane. I'm high on life, wanna meditate. So allow me, make I enjoy life. Cause problem not the finish, oh. Every day different wahala. Problem not the finish, oh. I just wanna party every day. I just wanna party every day. So pass me the dachi. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Pass me the dachi. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Shut up and bend over. Let your back do the talking over. So back up and bend over. Let your back do the talking over. Say, I want to chop my life. I want to be happy. I want to dance and party to the rhythm of my body. I just wanna party every day. I just wanna party every day. So ask me the dachi. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Ask me the dachi. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it. touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Puff, puff, pass, my Mary Jane. I'm high on life, wanna meditate. So allow me, make I enjoy life. Cause problem not the finish, oh, eh. Every day different wahala. Problem not the finish, oh. Pass me the dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Pass, pass, pass me the dutchie. Pretty girl, come wine pon the cocky. 10 toes, one girl, make it touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch it. Puff, puff, pass.
Ice Adonis, the story of stepsisters whose rivalry turns to hatred when one sister is framed for murder. From the action-packed opening episode featuring a prison break followed by a dramatic fight at a wedding, the story twists and turns through 5 years as the wrong sister battles to win back the life and love stolen from her. Be ready for the suspense, the excitement, and the emotional roller coaster. An addictive tale of hatred, rivals, manipulation, and deceit, set in the glamorous world of the cosmetics industry. Ice Adonis premieres on MX24 this July. For sponsorship and inquiries, call 0243 024 552.
Welcome back, guys. It is the AM Club, and you are watching MX24. My name is Ms. Drew, your hostess with the mostest, and honestly, the show so far has been so jam-packed. But right now, we're about to go into my favorite segment. You guys already know on Tuesday we are talking about all things travel, and today we have got a very, very interesting gentleman that is joining me in the studio. Now, a lot of you guys are upcoming YouTubers or creators, and you want to know how to make amazing content. But what's the point in making content if your content is not engaging? Now, one person who I don't really follow that many YouTubers because, you know, I am the best in Ghana. Again, Ms. Drew TV on YouTube. But another YouTuber that I think makes amazing, engaging content is the one and only Fred Dahe, who is in the studio with me. Hi, Fred.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Lovely. So, Fred, I mean, tell us a little about you. For those people that don't know you, that have been living under a rock, tell us a little about what you do and the type of content that you create.
All right, so my name is Frederick Dahe. I'm a content creator, cinematographer, photographer. I graduated from NAFTI a year ago, sorry, 2 years ago, and I've been into content creation for the past 7 years now.
Yeah. What got you into even creating content? I mean, you studied it, but why?
So I used to create content for people when I started YouTube, when I started filmmaking, and then at one point, the people I used to create for were not telling the kind of stories I wanted to see out there about the continent. And if you check the internet, there are a lot of YouTubers out there, but like in terms of African content, we don't have that many people who are creating quality, engaging content. So at one point in my life, I told myself that no, I need to be doing something that is going to feed or meet us halfway with this kind of need that we have as Africans, because we consume content, but we don't have that many content to consume from the continent.
I like that.
Yeah.
So from your perspective, what makes content engaging?
What makes content engaging is the people, your interaction with people, how you're able to relate to them, and how comfortable they become on screen. Because you want, for instance, this is your show and you want to be your best self. So consider it to be like the people who you are having on your channel or whatever program you have for the day. Consider it to be their show and allow them to be very comfortable. Once they are comfortable, whoever is watching them or watching the two of you on screen feel like, oh wow, okay, she's comfortable. Yeah.
But then what would make me as a viewer want to keep watching your content or any individual's content?
First of all, it has to do with your choice of story, how you tell your story, and how relatable you can make the story. Then engaging with the people as well, making them to be part of the show or whatever the content you are creating. Yeah, so asking them questions that are going to make them comfortable. For instance, you do not, I shouldn't be saying you do not, but like, you shouldn't be asking people, like you get into a space, everyone there is speaking Tree, and then you want to be the only person speaking English. And
sending shots, okay?
I mean, you can speak English, but like, you should try at least to come down to their level.
Okay,
Coming down to their level.
Come down to their level, or rise up to their level. You never know. So again, let's talk a little bit about your content. So when you decide to make engaging content, you engage with the viewers, you engage with the viewers and of course the people in the video. But what is it that, again, what are some of your tips, or what type of content? You said you tell stories.
Yeah.
So elaborate more on your specific type of content.
Okay, so first of all, before I go into storytelling, I see three audience or three people within the video. I see myself, I see the participant within the video, and then I see the camera. The camera serves as a third person, so it's more like an interaction between the three of us. So in order to keep it engaging, I have to consider the person watching, and so once in a while I have to interact with you as a guest on there, but like I don't see you as a guest, I feel like you are part of the activity. So the movement of the camera and those things also have to play a key role within the space. Yeah.
Okay, guys, listen, we have a video. I hope it's ready. Let's check out a little bit of Fred's engaging content, and then we'll be right back after this to show you get more into the conversation with him. Let's check it out.
They are not afraid to put their hands in the mud to catch anything.
Look at the camera and say, yeah! Hey, no, I don't want to get them. Hey! Oh, we are not beat it, not beat it, not beat it. How do you go call the guinea fowl here? Bang, bang, yes. Bang, bang, bang. Look at my bang, bang, yes. Mommy, everybody can I get a Yes. Okay, so I should go this way.
Yes.
Should I sell the bread now?
The bread is still sleeping.
It's still sleeping.
Yes.
Basha. For blue as I was on the big daddy. Bigger, 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 bigger. Mature 10 000, champi kilo. The big daddy. The big daddy. Jojo premier moi big daddy. Jojo premier ni big daddy. Ever Jojo yo big daddy.
Wow, wow, wow. Now tell me, how did you feel about that? A compilation of so many different videos, and I'm sure you yourself wanted to see more. Now, tell us, there must be a secret. Well, you've kind of told us the secrets already. Get the people involved. I mean, we saw a lot of people smiling. The people, I mean, how can you get an older lady to be doing, yeah? How are these things happening?
So when I step into a space, what happens is I spend time with the people. I learn what they do. I do what they do. And once they feel like I'm part of them, then they open up. For instance, if I come into your space right now, because this is your space, you will feel nervous, especially if I bring camera. Like, let's leave TV out of this. But like, Dave, this was your home. And I brought cameras to like, oh, can I film you and those things? You feel nervous and uncomfortable. So the first thing is earn the people's trust. Show them where whatever you film is going to end up, and tell them how they'll benefit from it.
Okay, so
Yes.
you show them some of your past videos.
Some of my past videos,
before.
and then tell them that, oh, should I do this? This is where it's going to end up, and these are the few people who have benefited from it in the past. Yeah.
I like that. So the first video that you showed us, you were like in some forest or in some mud doing fishing or looking for a snake. Were you not scared?
Please, we're not looking for a snake.
What were you looking for? What were you looking for?
We're actually looking for, like, we're fishing. We're
That is
fishing for
fishing.
a fish, yes.
So you really take time to go and live the way other people live in other countries.
Exactly. So the first video you saw, that was Ivory Coast, and it was between Ivory Coast and Liberia.
Okay.
And
oh, wow.
we had spent like 3 weeks among the people. And
3 weeks with the people.
3 weeks with
and
the
it must be
people.
very time consuming creating your content.
It is, because if I go, I don't spend 1 day, 2 days, especially if you want the best out of the people and you want the kind of energy, like the yay kind of energy. You have to spend a lot of time with them and then make them trust you a lot. Yes.
So when you say spending time with them, is just sitting there, eating with them, looking at them, or is there anything in particular you do to make a person comfortable?
I speak their language.
Okay.
Speaking their language is where I attempt to do a lot of things that they do, or I do some of the things that they do. For instance, even with their mother dialect or language, I try to pronounce words like they pronounce their words. So if you observe right now, my accent has a little...
Now you've changed
No,
when
no,
you're
no,
talking
no.
to Drew.
So I get asked whether I'm a full Ghanaian because my accent has been up and down.
Yeah. How many languages can you speak then?
I speak about 7 to 8 languages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, then you have a good memory.
At least.
You're trying.
I'm trying. At least if I get to 14, then I can say, yeah.
Then you're
man,
really, really good.
Yeah. But spending time with them means a lot. Once you spend time with them, they'll be comfortable, and then they will start telling the secrets to you. Okay, this is how it's done. And once you place the camera as a third person, they don't see the camera anymore. They see you. So they're able to come out and like, okay, let's do it this way. If you even forget to add one process, like, no. Let's turn to the camera and do this. So then they start directing you on how to bring out the best. Yeah.
So what would you say has been the most, I guess, daring thing that you've ever done for content?
Daring thing, every content I do is daring. Yeah, I mean, going to someone asking them to cook so that they eat is daring, because first of all, you don't even know the person.
That's true.
Secondly, you don't even know whether the food works for you. But you go and you try it. But the most daring thing I've ever done is going to Ethiopia and trying...
Say it.
I mean, they have this kind of beer, but like the process that beer goes through, I'm yet to go back and film the actual process of the beer, but like it's not pleasant for camera to see. Like, I don't think if you see it, you want to drink it. But
you drank it. Tell us the process. What is it, cowpea?
It's some nut, but like, first of all, they don't have water. As that place, not Ethiopia.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. That particular place we visited, they don't have water. So sometimes they use cow pee and some other liquid to go their fermentation.
Wow.
And the drink was going around, and
you drank it?
I had to drink it.
How did it taste?
It tasted like a drink. But it was good. It was good. Another secret is if you go and the food is not nice, do not come with some kind of funny reaction and like giving people or sort of no. Please be very.
I guess you have to be mindful and respectful.
And very respectful. Because
so then, if you're not an individual that is open to trying new things and doing crazy things like that, would you say YouTube is not for you?
YouTube is for everyone. You first of all have to find your personality. My personality is I'm a very adventurous person, and so stepping out to try stuff like going to a snake farm and playing with snakes and those things, it's something I want to experience. But if you know that you are not that type of person, find your zone that you are comfortable in, and then bring out the best. Yeah.
Someone has said, this guy's travel content is very, very epic. I can't stop watching it, and I won't stop. Maybe next time I should tag along with him. He said, Miss Drew, I see, yeah, you saw my cameo, right? But because I have traveled with Fred, and it's definitely been an experience. But do you allow people to travel with you?
I do. However, my content, like you said, they are time consuming, so if I travel with you and you're not open-minded, it's going to be like a step back for me. I have to deal with you emotionally and then deal with the people, because a lot of energy goes into doing these videos. The shouting and those things and cooking and running here and there before coming to ask you, oh, are you okay? Are you okay? So those things are things that I'm very concerned about. So traveling with people, sometimes no, but I'm open to travel with people.
You're open to it. So then, you as an individual, because you know that this is your job, you have the camera and all that stuff, would you say it's an act that you have to put on, or is actually you are a hyper excited person?
I'm living my actual life on camera. I don't act for it. I don't even go ahead preparing. What I do is just, oh, I'm coming to this location. Okay, when I get there, whatever I see, I film it. So it's not like an act. It's
not
just,
a script.
it's my personality.
It's just you.
Yeah.
I like that. Interesting. Okay, so then you also have some people who, they're not on YouTube, but maybe they're trying to create content for, you know, social media. Because today we're talking about creating engaging content. Now, you also studied filmmaking as well.
Yeah.
So would you say, because you studied filmmaking, it's helped you create engaging content, or it's just you?
No, filmmaking has actually helped my content creation, because within filmmaking you have to keep your audience very hooked to your screen, because if you give them a reason, like for instance your content is 5 minutes long and the first 2 minutes is engaging, 2 seconds after the 2 minutes becomes boring, the possibility of this switching to another channel is very high. So you have to understand that keep the content engaging throughout, and don't give people any reason to skip. So filmmaking has actually helped me to identify these kind of elements, and then coming with it on board has pushed my content to the level I wish to see it.
The level you wish to see, which is about to go like higher. But we want to steal some of the tips. I'm sorry, we have to. You've talked about keeping it engaging, that's making it something that the viewer wouldn't want to not stop watching. So let's go to the technical side. Is that fast edits? Is that, you know, short clicks or fast footages? What is it?
So story, first of all, in technicality, you have to have a storyline depending on what you want to say with your content. You have to have a storyline. Sometimes fast cuts will work for you. Slow pace will work for you. You first of all have to identify what story am I telling and how do I want my audience to walk out of the cinema, because consider your YouTube or whatever platform as a cinema.
Yeah.
So if they are coming to the cinema, how do I want them to feel? Then those things will influence you to have a style. And do not go about copying people. First of all, identify what you want to say, who you are, and how you want your audience to feel. Yeah.
So what tips would you say you'd give to upcoming YouTubers then when they're trying to create their engaging content?
Do not be in a hurry. Take your time, and first of all, identify why do I want to do YouTube or why do I want to create content. And once you have that purpose, then it will start filling in the little gaps for you. Like, oh, okay, I need to meet this kind of clientele, so put in a lot of energy with gears or this and that. Yes.
So when you go to a location or even a country, what are the first like 3 things or fundamentals that you look for or each country must have in order for you to be able to believe that you're going to be able to create that engaging content?
Come again.
It's my accent. Yeah. I hear that a lot, guys. But no, when you're going on a location, for example, you went to Ivory Coast.
Yes.
What are the 3 things that are important that you must have in this country or in this location that is going to help you to provide your engaging content?
Oh, right. So the first thing is find someone who lives there, a local, and make sure that the local match your energy.
So what if the local's not going to match your energy? I'm a very excited person.
So
not everybody can reach my level.
No, everyone can reach your level. It depends on how you establish your communication. Because I get to places that people are very calm. They don't want to do the hey. But once they are comfortable, they start coming to your level or they start matching up with you. So it is about how you make them feel. So find a local, try and spend time with them, even if it's on social media, talk to them one-on-one for a while, and then let it feel like we know each other. So once you step there, you don't feel like, oh, I have a business to do. You want to go there. Okay, let's go. All right. Bye. Now you should be that. Have a relationship with whoever you
build a friendship.
Yes. Build a friendship. And then after that, when you get there, for me, every country is a story. Like it's a potential place to make the best out of it. Just be creative.
Yeah.
And then have an open mind.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place in Ghana?
Everywhere in Ghana.
No, pick one. What is your favorite region, maybe, then I would say, in Ghana?
I like the north more.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. This is the first person that's come and told us they like the north. Why?
The north is still virgin when it comes to content. And a lot of cultural practices are still in their natural stage. So if you go there, and another thing is they are very open-minded. They are open and they will always embrace you. They don't ask, who are you? Why are you doing this? And please, no. If you step in today and you come with a clear mind and intention, they'll open up to you and they'll give you the best.
I like that. So the north you like the north because it's very open-minded.
Yeah.
And I guess the culture is still there. There's so many things. I mean, we traveled recently to the north with Northern Heritage. Thank you. Northern Heritage Travels has done amazing, curated a fantastic trip for us. And literally, it was true. There's so many things that they still do culturally. If you check out the video, the ladies that are still building, and there's a lot of things that they don't do. What would you say is your favorite food, though?
My favorite food?
Because you're open to eating a lot of things. So how does your belly take that when you're traveling?
That is the question I've been trying to answer. But like, for me, I feel if you try to look too much and you find out, that is when you start becoming sick of everything. So until then, every food is my favorite and my stomach accepts everything.
Wow,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Is there anything that you think you will never do?
Charlie? I don't think so. I'm ready to even jump off an helicopter or do the worst. I don't know.
Or for content.
For me, someone has to do it and survive. Once you do it and you survive.
Once you've done it and survived, then you can do it.
I'm going to do it.
Oh, I like that. I like that energy.
Yeah.
If somebody has done it or a local has done it and they've survived, then you can do it too.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're mainly, talk to us more about your content. It's mainly just about food or?
No, so my content is basically telling the African story, telling the black story. It ranges from food to people to cultural practices to anything that is story-wise that is going to empower the African. Because one of the reasons why I even joined YouTube space is to change that. Oh, when you open the internet and you search Ghana, you see people unhappy or some poverty kind of stuff. So anything that is going to change that narrative, I'm up for it. So my content is to build a positive narrative.
I like that. And you're doing a very, very good job.
Thank you.
So if you can give your final words to your viewers, talk to us about your YouTube, why we should follow you and where we can follow you and continue watching your journey.
Okay, so my YouTube is Fredai, and sorry.
If you're interested, why should we come and watch your YouTube channel of all of them?
Why should you come and watch me?
Yes.
My story, everything. I mean, guys, so don't mind me. My story is everything. If you want to engage with the people and the people serving as a third party for you, where you spend time, and I mean, I'm lost.
He's lost, guys. He's lost. Tips on engaging amazing content. Listen, continue watching Fred Dahe. He's got some amazing stuff for you guys. Traveling not just the country, but the continent, showcasing the beautiful things that you can do and the most daring and exciting things. Fred is basically the window to the other country. If you can't fly to Ivory Coast, just check out his YouTube and he'll show you everything and anything there is to do there. Guys, that is it for Travel Tuesday. Follow him on YouTube.
Fredai.
How do you spell it?
Freddahe.
There you go. Yeah. Follow him on YouTube and Instagram. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. And of course, the best YouTuber in the whole Ghana is your girl, Miss Drew. MZDRU on TV, on YouTube, Miss Drew TV. But for now, we're going to move on to our next final segment. It is the plug. But for now, we got some music. Check out this video. She on the trend.
Roses are red, violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, fruity, and so are you, baby. Roses are red, violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, fruity, and so are you, baby.
Hits that define your era. MX24.
I try why I'm to dinner way. You won't cut a death. I'm a sitting, don't and I was honey and if I drink. I try why I'm to dinner way. You won't cut a death. But if you look at Mario, or just check out in Macau. The girl body is crazy. That's why she drive me crazy. I just want to buy crazy and beg the shit out of her. I'm prepared with love you. Where I go spoil and with money, because roses are red, violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, fruity, and so are you, baby. Roses are red, violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, so are you, baby. I cannot be doing one of. I try, she be doing double. I try to give me loving. I try to give me favourable. I try to give me one of. I try, she be give me double. I try to give me loving. I try to give me favourable. Everybody knows say be my darling, boo 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 boo. I try anything you want, I go do for you. Don't know my side, go catch a grenade for you. Me too, I go catch one for you. I go do anything for you. I try one life, go. No one back and never come. Because roses are red, violet are blue. Sugar is sweet, fruity, and so are you, baby. Roses are red, violet are blue, and sugar is sweet, fruity, and so are you,
And welcome back to the AM Club right here on MX24 TV. So much fun on a Tuesday. You know how I like my Tuesdays, Club Nut Tuesday. And we are on our last lap of the show. As we promised, it's time for the plug. And guys, if you've been on social media, especially on Instagram and TikTok, you probably have seen this video. And I want you to check it out briefly, and I will come back.
Love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first. Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Give them. One leg. One leg. Just one leg. One leg. One leg. Keep bouncing. One leg. Shoulder. One leg. One leg. Bouncing. One leg. One leg. This song be one leg. If you got two legs, yes. If you got three legs, yes. If you got four legs, yes. This song be one leg. If you got two legs, yes. If you got three legs, yes. If you got four legs, yes. This is one leg.
Catch exclusive interviews and jam to the hits that define your era. MX24. We love music. MX24 is home to your favorite artists. Hear the best new music first.
Yeah.
You're a celebrity now.
Anyway, so you have seen that video if you've been on social media, and you've had the likes of Shaquille O'Neal. Everybody almost jumped on this trend, and so we're going to have a conversation with a guy who's behind this trend. If this is not the most popular dance trend on Instagram, I don't know.
Instagram and TikTok.
TikTok, right?
Yep.
Jehovah.
What's up?
Hey, big man, big man, big man.
Wow, it must be very, very early over there.
Charlie, what time is it over there?
It's like 5 a.m., 4 a.m.
Wow, and you're up. Thank you for agreeing to do this with us, man. Are you in New York?
No, I live in Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Jehovah, like we said, everybody is doing this dance. You've seen from the big celebrities to random people on social media. First of all, how do you feel about this trend?
I feel good. I feel amazing. I just have to give the glory to God, because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Yes.
So I feel great, and I appreciate all the support coming from Ghana, all over the world. It's global, so I appreciate all the support.
Yeah.
I thank God for it.
Honestly, I want to know firstly, like, what really was the inspiration for this one-legged dance? I mean, I know you talk about, you know, his facial expressions, how we dance in Africa, but what was the inspiration? Where were you sitting that the light bulb moment came that we need to create this song?
You know, honestly, I was in my living room. This is actually my living room. This is where all the magic happens. I was in my living room. I was on TikTok Live. I was teaching people how to vibe, how to dance. I've been promoting the Ghanaian culture in America. Like, if you check my TikTok, I always do like I'm you know, stuff like that. I was doing a whole lot of stuff. So, and I started teaching Americans how to dance like Africans. And you know, you can dance like an African if your shoulder is not up and if you even have facial expression. So, you know, I put it all together. It was just a TikTok video, and it blew up. And then boom, I just turned it into a song, and like the video is always 1 million in less than 2 weeks. So it's amazing.
Wow. How does that make you feel? Knowing that just something you did in your living room, all of a sudden, millions and millions of people are like, whoa, Jehovah is the guy. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like there's God.
Hey!
There's God somewhere.
There is.
And whatever you're doing, just put your heart and soul into it, and God will bless you through it. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed, honestly.
Jay, do you think it was going to trend? Did you think it was going to trend?
Honestly, no. No. I just think a couple of people are going to jump to it, you know, because all my TikTok videos goes viral in Ghana. So I thought a couple of people are just going to jump to it and, you know, it'll be whatever. But I got a phone call from a record label in France.
Wow.
It's called NWE. So they call me, you know, they gave me some, you know, money or whatever. And then, you know, they jumped on it, and then, you know, they paid for the video and everything.
Wow.
And then the next thing I know, Sony also called me. Sony Music also called me.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, we want to be a part of it. And then, you know, some paperwork here and there, and then boom, they also gave me money. So,
Jay, you are rich. 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 But we know you as Jehovah, of course, on social media. But most people don't know who you are. Could you tell us briefly who you are and what you do?
All right. My name is James Charles Ni Amuitete. I'm a Ghana.
Charlie champion, Jibo.
Thank you. I was born and raised in Bubuashi in Ghana.
Wow.
I was born and raised in Bubuashi. I went to Saito. I went to government school. And then after I went to Odogono Secondary School.
Wow.
And then I went to the University of Ghana.
Oh.
And then, you know, God willing, I came to America. I've been here for like 15 years. I worked for the government. And now, and then I got signed to Highly Spiritual for 2 years. So I have a song with Mr. Jew. And then God happened.
Oh.
And TikTok made me who I am.
I like that.
TikTok made me. Shout out to Jackie Manson. Shout out to Portia. Shout out to Slogan. Shout out to all the TikTokers in Ghana. Like, they really make me who I am, and I appreciate that.
I like that. Would you say, or explain to me how maybe music has shaped your life? Because now it's completely different.
Oh, music has given me money. It has given me a lot of.
That means I need to jump onto music too, or?
I mean, you know, the thing is, I'm putting that on the map right now because everywhere I go, if you watch the music video, I was holding the Ghanaian flag. So I appreciate all the support from Ghana. Even though it's giving me money, it's also portraying our culture and showing people that Ghana music can also make it globally. Because every weekend I play a show in America, whether a club, a wedding, like playing shows, I'm taking my Ghanaian flag with me. I'm promoting the culture. You know, I wish Ghanaian musicians would just, you know, support me and show me love because, like, y'all made me who I am today. If it wasn't for the likes of Sarkodie and Kwame Eugene, who's honestly the best musician in Ghana, honestly, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am. So I would appreciate the support from, you know, the Ghanaian musicians so that we push Ghana music in America. Because right now in America, I'm trending.
I like that.
Solid.
So would you say it's going to be more dance videos or you're going to go into proper, like maybe more songs, records, singles?
Oh, I will do, like I said, if you check my videos on YouTube, I have a lot of songs. But you know, nowadays, everybody wants enjoyment.
Yes.
So if you don't give them anything to dance to, it's not going to work. Even
Sharp.
the big A-list artists are not doing dance music. Like, when One Leg came, Booga came, and Booga is also trending, but One Leg is still trending, you know. So everybody is now on TikTok putting dance to their music. So dance has taken over the music industry right now. So I would do some more like low tempo music, because like I have a lot of music. So I'll do a little bit of low tempo, but the dance has to go on, because now music is not all about dance now.
Jay, quick one. I'm asking for a friend. The lady you've been doing your videos with, is that your sister?
That is my wife.
Nakaini.
Nakaini. Wife. That's my wife.
Nakaini.
She was the one who actually told me to wake up and do this interview. So shout out to her. She back. Everybody follow my wife. She's an amazing woman, so supportive. Honestly, like, I know you guys see how supportive. She was even in the music video.
Yes.
She's so supportive, and I'm
awesome.
so privileged and honored to have a beautiful woman like that in my life.
Behind a successful man is a
beautiful woman.
There you go. There you go. Charlie J, thank you so much. James, we truly appreciate. We know you have another one, Ghana Jollof, but which is also trending.
And you know, when the Nigerians are attacking me, I my Ghanaians defending you.
Charlie, before you go, you have to give us freestyle. Give us freestyle. Give us freestyle.
Oh, I got you. Which one do you want? Do you want the Jollof?
One leg. I want one leg. I want one leg. Yeah.
Oh, Kashikbe. So this song is one leg. Yeah. If you get two legs,
Oh, but no. Can you dance as well? I want to see you dance. Try and position the camera so you can dance too.
You know what's funny? I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's in his pajamas.
You know.
I don't blame you. It's early over there. It's early.
Listen, I already love this show already. When I drop my next song, I'm coming back.
Solid. We're gonna have you. We're gonna have you. Jay, thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
I want to give a special shout out though. Is that
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
Definitely. I want to give a big shout out to all the TikTokers in Ghana. Thank you so much for the support. I want to give a shout out to my beautiful wife. Thank you so much for supporting me. Shout out to Kewa, Highly Spiritual Music. I know you guys been rocking with me. Thank you so much. Shout out to NW. Shout out to Sony Music. Shout out to Epic Music. Shout out to everybody supporting my music. Shout out to all my Caribbeans out there. Shout out to everybody paying me money to come to their event. Thank you so much.
We love that.
It's the American accent for me.
Thank you. Shout out.
Too much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Bye.
Ooh, what a way to end the show today. Jehovah, amazing. Big thank you to everybody who's been on the show today. Tuesday done, starting off with our guest for Lifestyle Daily, Professor Collins, Bessie Simons, Rex Omar, discussing World Music Day. Amazing conversation. If you missed it, go on our YouTube at MX24GH to catch it. And then Miss Drew had another interesting conversation.
Yes, we did. Talking about engaging content, doing crazy things and making your content engaging with Fred Dahe. And of course, we have ended with the one and only Jehovah. It's been a good Tuesday. I've enjoyed it. It's World Music Day, so make sure you play some music, play your favorite song, burst it loud, or maybe actually tap into a totally different music genre that you have never listened to before.
Maybe I should try alternative.
Try alternative music. Alternative rap is beautiful. There's also neo-soul gospel. Listen to some neo-soul gospel.
Maybe I should.
I think you should.
I like UK gospel rap as well.
Oh,
it's crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy, man. Them. So what
That's
music
why Godwin starts speaking to me differently. Welcome to the show.
What music have people listening to before we go? Have they shared some of the music?
A lot of people they've been listening to. They've been loving the songs that we've been playing actually on the show. We've been playing some good today. Actually, we played some good songs. I enjoyed the videos that got played today. There's too many messages. I can't get into all of them, guys. I can't.
Okay. So see you tomorrow. Definitely. My name is Godwin Nambo.
And my name is Miss Drew. It's Tuesday, guys. So go on to YouTube. I said we're talking about Togo. Drew went to do some crazy things in Togo. Miss Drew TV, and I'll be back again tomorrow. Mwah.
Do as I do, and we go have a lot of fun. So jump to the center, move one leg like this, and bounce it.